Alright guys, so we're going to make something really easy today. It's one of my favorite fish, Akauo, which is it's a red-white. The skin is red and the fish is lightly white. It's slightly flaky. It's similar to maybe like a sea bass or a branzino. Got a very mild flavor and it's got a little bit of fat, not too much fat. But this recipe is quite simple. Fish doesn't get any easier than this really. I have my ingredients here ready to go. So we have water, half cup of water, 3 tablespoons of sake, 3 tablespoons of mirin, 3 tablespoons of shoyu, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. So we're going to combine all these ingredients in a pan, a shallow pan. Go ahead and turn on the heat. So I'll first put in the water. Put it on like a medium heat. Then I will put in the sake and the sugar. And then the mirin and the soy sauce, the shoyu. And then lastly, the fish. So I'm going to make sure that all the sugar is dissolved first before I put in the fish. And once that sugar is dissolved, then we will bring up the temperature until it starts to simmer. We don't want to boil it, we just want to simmer it. And then we'll add in the fish, and then we'll let it simmer in this delicious sauce that we're making right now for about 15 minutes. So really, the hardest part is probably making the sauce. I mean, look at this, the fish is already cut and filleted for me, so all you have to do is add it. So hopefully you have a good Japanese market near you where you can get some fish that is ready to go. When you put in the fish, I like to put the meat side down, just in case the sauce level isn't high as you want it to be. Some of these fish fillets can be kind of thick, sometimes they're thin. These look relatively medium sized, so you may need to flip it over halfway through so that both sides of the fish get marinated. Alright, so all the sugar has been dissolved now. I'm going to go ahead and put in my fish, skin side up. You can see it's just starting to boil, so I'm going to turn down the heat and simmer and then cover. So we're going to cook this for about 15 minutes. And all you need to eat with the fish is just a bowl of rice, maybe some miso soup, miso shiru, and some vegetables even. It's a pretty light, pretty quick meal, and it's pretty delicious too. It's one of my favorites, and as you can see, it takes minimal preparation. All you're doing is mixing a few ingredients, and the result is outstanding. So hope you get to try it. I'll come back in about 15 minutes after this is done, and we'll see how it looks. I'm back. It's been about 15 minutes now, and my fish has just about finished cooking. It's got a delicious soy sauce, shoyu-y flavor. You can see how it looks. There was a big bone on the fillet, so it fell off. I hate it when my fish comes with a bone and it falls off. I wish they would just take out the bone. So I'll go ahead and put it on a plate, skin side up since that's the nicer looking side. Delicious. So what I usually do after plating it is grate a little ginger. So you can just use like a microplane. I'll probably do about half a teaspoon or so. Actually, I'll just put the entire, this is about a tablespoon. You could also, if you really wanted to, if you really like ginger, and you don't want the taste to be, or the flavor to be as sharp, you can actually add the ginger in at the beginning. I actually prefer to put it in at the end, because it keeps everything very fresh and lively. So cooked ginger versus fresh ginger, it's totally a personal preference. I like them both, but for this particular dish, I like to have it after. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the sauce since it really tastes good with the sauce that we made. So I'm just gonna spoon it over. Sauce is actually my favorite part. The fish is merely the vehicle for the sauce. How about that? And scrape up some of this freshly grated ginger. Put half on one piece and half on another piece. Alright, so here it is. This is the final dish. Nice and hot. So this will be perfect for a weeknight when you don't want to cook. All you need is some fish, a little bit of time, 3 minutes, 1 minute to mix all the ingredients. Let it sit for about 15 minutes, cook it on the stove, and you're set. So it's a delicious meal. It's a great way to get more fish in your diet, and it's super healthy. As you can see, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I actually used no oil. So it's just, it's a very light dish. So all you need is some rice and a few vegetables, and you are gold. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.